Hello, Alex RC Freak here, coming at you with another video on how to get this top chassis brace off. These screws out, I already pre-took them out, all of them on both sides. There's 4 of them on both sides. This screw right here for this upper chassis brace, right here, is a long one. And it's on both sides. It goes right here. It's this screw right here. It goes in there. Look at how long it is, okay? That's the length of the screw. These are 2mm. Here's the length of the other ones. They go in the other ones. So, or in the other holes right next to it. So, just so you know, there's the screws right there. This is for that interior Lexan piece for the drivers. There's 4 screws there. These are the 2 long ones that go in the very, very back, like I've just been trying to explain here. They go in this very last hole. Those 2 long ones go in this hole right here. Just so you guys know, on both sides, the 2 very long ones, this hole. The other shorter ones go right here, and right there. So, on both sides. So, just so you know, you got the longer screws, and then you got all the other screws. I'm going to keep them with the Lexan piece. And, yeah, so like I say, I'm still not 100% sure, yet, if I'm going to dye this chassis, this part right here, dark gray. I'm going to dye these. I'm going to dye the sway bar links here. Those, I'm balancing with my finger. I'm going to dye those black for sure. I'm dyeing the jack black, and then I'm going to hand paint it. I'm going to dye these brake calipers black. I actually may just paint those, so I don't know. But I'll dye these black, and then paint these silver, so... yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it custom. And like I say, I am not gonna have this as a hardcore basher truck. I'm not. So I'm just saying, if you guys like that, awesome. If you guys accept that and you're kind enough to understand that I really appreciate it. It's gonna be more of a hiker, like trail run type RC. So with light bashing. I'm not going to do hardcore bashing, for the record. And then also, let's just get in close. I want to make a little, show you something here. So, anyway, if you notice, there's 3 adjustment holes right here. This is for your upper trailing or upper rear axle link. There's 3 holes right there. That's pretty awesome. They actually give you adjustment on those. That's pretty cool. I give Traxxas credit. I mean, really. And this piece looks to be black to me, so, I don't know if I'm going to dye it. If I do dye this, if I'm going to dye this piece. To me, it looks black, but it kind of, to me, has a dark grayish tint. Like, this is definitely black, but this seems like it has a dark grayish tint, so I don't know. Like I say, it's up in the air, but, yeah, this thing is just awesome. I love it. So far, I'm enjoying taking it apart. It is kind of a pain in the ass to work on. I'll say that with all this caging crap and all that stuff. It is kind of a pain in the rear to work on. So, anyway. Here's the top X brace right there. Just set that aside. Now, you can gently peel these back. Now, this is the first time taking out these Lexan drivers here. Got to get your hand in there. Now, just gently, just work it. And it's all you need to do. Oh, I'm getting stuck on something. Okay, so it comes out. It's not the super easiest to take out, but it does come out. You just got to do a little persuasion. Just so you know, if you drive this vehicle off-road, inside here and inside here, all these little crevices, everything, all these little tubular things. One thing I don't like about tubular chassis vehicles is that they're a pain in the keister to clean. So, they are a pain. So, with all these little crevices and stuff in there, they have a lot of crevices. So, like inside here, I just like to keep my RCs, if possible, looking brand new. Like, no one's ever driven them. But, yes, got that off. It's, pretty easy to take it off. Not hard at all. Now, make sure you're not losing any screws when you're building this. So, like what I do is I just stick the screws in there for the Lexan piece, and this top piece here, I stick the screws in there. So, and then I'll take this X brace and set it aside because it's questionable if I'm going to die. But keep in mind, if you do die the chassis, you will need to remove this sticker and this sticker because you can't have any glue residue on the plastic pieces when you dye them. Now, personally, in my opinion, I do think this chassis would look better dyed. I've seen them both ways. Raw metal color, which they're probably trying to mimic with the gray plastic look. And I've also seen them painted like a gloss black or like a flat black look. And the real, you know, desert race style trucks, they're, you know, this one's designed after. So like I say, it's really off personal choice. Personally, I think black plastic looks a lot more appealing than gray plastic, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of want to show you guys that. A Hobbywing Max 6 speed control will fit in here. It looks like it will fit. Yeah, so it looks like it will fit. This little adapter piece here, let's get up and close here. So, this little piece right here, I run XT90 plugs now, and you can make adapters. But this little plastic piece here with a little bit of customization, I think I can get XT90s to work. I'm going to cut this little red tab here. I can't stand it. I hate it. It's just letting you know to unplug the batteries when you turn off the vehicle or when you're driving it to the location wherever you're going to go jump and bash. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. It is very, very much appreciated. This is just a quick video on how to take off the interior and the drivers and what you need to do or what is necessary to do to get that off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Much love from me to you guys. I appreciate anyone who's taken a few moments of the time to watch the teardown video, my thoughts of the teardown, all that stuff. I very, very much appreciate it. All right, thank you. Alex RC Freak out. Peace.